Welcome to OnlineGroomingSchool.com. My name is Brianna and this is Joanna, my assistant here today. Today, the video you're going to be watching is how to groom a cat properly. Now, what we're going to show you today is our tools that we're going to go through, and then also how to groom it and how to bathe it and how to dry it. So the tools we're going to be going through today, we will be using an Andis clipper here. It has 2 speeds, low and a fast. The red button on the clipper is the lock button so that if you do have to lock it, it won't turn off on you. Now on the clipper we do have a 10 blade, which is attached to the clipper. And we also have a backup 10 in case it gets hot. You don't want to get hot because a cat has a very delicate skin. And what happens is it's very prone to clipper burns. So we always have a backup blade for you. Next, beside it, we will be using a slicker brush. Slicker brushes, the bristles go downward to give an easier, smoother cut on the cat. Then we have our scissors. We do have the 8.5-inch straight scissors, which you see right here. You're going to be using that on the feathers. We do have the 6.5 curves. We have our comb just to kind of get the undercoat under so we can brush it up and fluff it up. Next, we do have nail clippers. Now, when you do take a cat in, there are a lot of cats that are declawed from the vet. So you want to make sure to ask if the cat has all its claws when you do take it in. In case it doesn't, you want to make sure to cut them, and we will show you how to cut a cat's nails properly. Next, we do have some backup blades. We do have 2 more 10s here and a 7. You can use a 7 on a cat, but you won't get that nice finish, because a cat does have oily skin. So if the customers request the 7, have those back up. Next, of course, you do want to have a Sam Cole guide next to you here in case, have a backup. Now this is an awesome book to go by. It goes into details how to bathe your cat properly, how to towel dry it, how to hold it, and especially how to watch out for the whiskers. You don't want to cut the whiskers off a cat. So this cat is very ideal of how to be able to even read a cat also. You can see how to be able to tell when the cat's hair stands up, if the cat will be nervous with you, just to have properly, because cats are a little bit different to read than dogs. So we are going to get started here, so let's get started and let's get our cat out. So hi, this is Gracie we have here, if you guys want to say hi to Gracie. This is a turtle shell long hair cat. Basically at home, indoor cat you have. Now what we're going to do with Gracie first is we want to do Gracie's nails, because in case she doesn't have a scratch board at home, she does have longer nails, you can tell. Now with the Sam Cole book you see here, which it goes into details how to properly be able to find the nails. Because the cat's nails are in the paws, to get them to retract out, you push the paw, just like this picture shows you, you push the paw pad down and it makes the nails come on out. So this book is very good. It even shows you how to cut the nails. So we always use this as a refer guide to go by, but every cat's different. So let's get started on, thank you, Joanna. Let's get started on Gracie's nails after she comes back. Now when you get the cat on the table, you kind of want the cat to be comfortable. You want to be able to kind of read it. You kind of want to give it a little bit of love just to know that the cat is comfortable with you. Be able to see if it's purring. You kind of want to feel it over to see if there's any big mats on it, really tight to the skin, and just kind of see if there's any lumps on the cat. Just be able to put on the index card. So I want to get started. I want to hold her. So Joanna's here is going to hold the cat. She's going to push her nails on out, and you see the cat's nails right here. You do see the quick in them. So you have to be careful not to cut the quick. If you do, you can just apply quick stop just like a normal dog's nails. Now cats do have dew claws just like dogs, so you just want to make sure to check them. Okay, Gracie. Always talk to the cat so that she knows. Is there one up there? Yep.
So that's her dew claw right there?
That's her dew claw right there. Up there on her 5th nail.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a little. You'll notice sometimes the front ones can be a little bit shorter than the back ones, and that's just because they might have a scratch board at home. So they kind of knead themselves on the scratch board, just like when they're kittens. Gracie feels a little tired. She wants to lay down on us, have a little nap. Gracie. So as your assistant holds the cat in the front, you kind of go back here, go in the back, try to grab the nails in the back as fast as possible, because again, cats don't like you in the rear end. Let's turn around. Thank you. It's okay, Gracie. You kind of watch their tail. Their tail shows their attitude. If they're whipping it, they're not too happy. So just kind of some signs to watch out for. So there we go, the nails. And next we're going to get started on is the line cut. Now there's two different cuts you can do on a cat. Now what you can do is you can do a line cut, which is from the shoulder blades back. So if you turn the cat, Gracie, you have the shoulder blades right here. So we're going to shave half of the cat. Now that's a line cut. And then the second style we are going to show you is going to be a mounted line cut. And that basically is the head, which is right here. So basically, if you had a mounter on your wall, it'd just be the head showing. So let's get started on the first style. So you kind of want to go down the spine. We have a really tight mat here. If the cameraman can see it here, you can kind of see that's really tight up in here, right on the spine. Basically because she's been licking it, baby it. It's not uncommon to get a cat that has these kind of mats down the whole spine. So if you find that on a cat that you get on the table, if you have it right now on the table with you, just be very, very careful, and you always want to start at the spine and push the mats back. But Gracie only has one big one in the back, so we're just going to start going down the back here. You want to pre-shave a cat very good, because you only really get one shot at shaving a cat, because, like you know, cats don't like water usually. So after the cat's been bathed and dried, you really don't want to have to do this all over again with them being cranky. Be very careful of the skin. The skin's very, very soft, almost like a baby's bottom. It's very delicate, very smooth.
So we're gonna shave her first, then bathe her.
And then bathe her, yes.
And then do the line clip.
And we're gonna pre-shave her right now into a line clip, showing you this haircut. So you kind of hold the tail back. Make sure not to cut the tail unless the client has requested it. Now when you do a cat, the cat has whiskers in the bottom half of their leg, down in this area. So you have the elbow in the cat, which would be, for example, there's the elbow right there. You don't shave any further than that. Now, when I get to that step, I will show you, but why you do that is because a cat has whiskers in them. A cat has whiskers in the face, it has whiskers in the legs. These are used for when a cat, at night for vision, when it gets stuck in dark places. It puts its head in first and legs in first to see if the cat will fit in that hole. If you cut the whiskers, what will happen is the cat will underestimate the hole and get stuck and maybe be stuck for good. So just be careful of it. Now, like you can see what Joanna's doing here, she actually has a good restraint on the front half of the body. So the cat, you can tell, is very comfortable. There's no labored breathing. She's very comfortable in how she's laying right now.
Are most cats like this, or do you get some wild ones?
We do get some wild ones that sometimes we can't groom it. We have to bathe it in a cage sometimes. Every cat's different. You know, cats have their mind of their own for a reason. So, she's doing very good here. Make sure to always check your blade to make sure it's not hot, which we're not. And we're going to go down the abdomen right now, kind of go on in. And you want to be very careful of any nipples in here. So we're going to do a line cut, so we're going to leave half the coat. Now what the line cut looks like, it almost looks like the cat's wearing a little bit of a jacket. So it's really cute. Now what you can do is you can kind of grab the leg here. There you go. See, your helper, your assistant can really do a lot of kind of restraining the cat down for you.
So it's always good to have an assistant with you.
Yes, you always want to have an assistant with you.
Can you do a cat by yourself or no?
If you know the cat, yes. If you know the cat very well, and you know that it falls asleep on the table and doesn't give you much problems, then yes, you may.
So here now you're doing her belly.
Now we're doing her belly. See how comfortable? She's looking up at you. Saying, hi guys. Yeah, so you just kind of be careful of the nipples when you're going down. Now right now we're doing like a long standing trim. You always go with the grain down the chest. Don't go against the grain. Go inside her legs. Even that she has her legs open, you can kind of guide on down. Just like that. Oh, it's okay, babies. She'll flip for us naturally. You want to keep anything natural as much as possible. Warm. So my blade's getting warm a little bit right now. So I'm going to switch it out for another 10.
So let the other one cool down a little.
Yeah. You don't want to give them, they have very delicate skin, so. Thank you, Joanna. I'm staying right above the kneecap. If you pull the leg out, you'll see. Pass all the hair here.
So you stay above which area now?
Right above the knee.
Oh, the knee is right there.
Right there's the knee. So you're kind
so
of
we don't shave below because of the whiskers.
Because of the whiskers and the back legs. Yeah. So what we'll do is we can blend this with scissors after the bath.
Okay.
So she's doing it really good. She's not purring, but she's not growling at all. So she's been a very good kitty. And I can see all of her spots in here. It's all grown out. She looks like a little hyena right now. There we go. So then you can kind of start seeing the line cut show up a little bit here. That's where the line cut stops, right there.
So from the legs, how far back are we going in from the front legs then? Where do we start with? So it seems like it's right behind.
Basically, stopped right at the shoulder blades. Right here.
Right at the beginning of the shoulder blades?
Yes, right here. So that the shoulder blades are actually covered with the fur.
Aha, how pretty.
So it doesn't look like she's wearing a little jacket. It looks like she's ready to go out night on the town.
Night out in the town,
Put her on her back. So we just notice this is a little bit longer in here. So we're going to go like that.
Do you do anything with the tail or?
Sometimes what you can do, you can actually shave it down to here, and that's called like a long mounted tail because this stays fluffy. Now if you go further, you can do a palm on the tail like a lion. I do strongly recommend it if you do get the cat in to say this to the owners, just because if you shave down here, less long hair, so when she goes pee, the cat's pee is very strong, very potent. It's because of the feline in it. So if you shave it, it's a lot less hair, so a lot less smell. So when they go in the kitty box, they won't track it through the house on their tail. So if you do get the customer, strongly recommend doing a little bit of a palm on the tail.
Are you going to do a lion tail on this particular one?
I actually might do one, just to show you, just in here. Just do a little bit one down here. You can go down like an inch. Just go around their bum. It's kind of more sanitary, cleaner.
Okay, and how about the lion tail itself? So if you go down like 3/4 the way, right?
Yeah, you can go about half. If you feel the bone of the tail, if you go half of what the tail is. So the bone's right here. I'd probably go right here, and that would be the palm of the tail.
Do you want to show them that?
Yeah, I can if you like.
Let's show them what a real lion looks like.
She's playing right now. She's playing with Joanna.
Right.
There you go. Get this hair out of your way so you can see it. Thank you. So then that's your palm on the tail.
I see. Very nice.
A lot cleaner. Looks a lot nicer.
Yes.
So there you go. We'll get her standing up here for you, and we'll let you see the line cut. Now what you can do is, if you get curved scissors and the slicker brush, please. So now you have this little jacket here on her. Now you can leave it kind of long and scruffy looking if you want to make it look a little bit more. But what you can do is brush all the hair back. And you get your curved scissors. She's saying, hi guys. Cute little face. You get your curved scissors. Do you want to hold her on this side right here? Thank you very much. And what you do, pull it back, and you try to see how my arch is faced backwards. You would think you would go like this, but it actually makes an arch in the hair. So if you brush the hair with your slicker brush, turn your curved scissors backwards. What will happen when you go down, it would automatically blend the hair so it falls like that on the coat. It breaks all the rules, but we find out just playing around on cats, it actually works. It's a little bit better finished look. Just like that. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to take her into the bathtub. So join us, and we're going to go take her down and get her comfortable in the bathtub. So now we are going on down to the bathing area. So come on down and join us. Quiet bathing room right now. You make sure all the exits are closed. For two reasons. One, from barking dogs so that they don't get scared. The second thing is, in case the cat does try to escape, it can't go anywhere. You've got a small, confined area.
So all the doors are sealed.
Windows,
just like a prison.
Exactly. So here we are here, Gracie now. I'm going to take Gracie on into the bathing tub. We do have the tub ready. What we have in the tub for shampoos here is an all-purpose shampoo. Now when you buy an all-purpose shampoo, make sure that it does say it is safe for cats. Some shampoos don't, but we make sure that we do cover that end of it. The second shampoo we have here is a puppy shampoo. It's a tearless shampoo you put on the face. You make sure the ears are closed when you apply this to the head. Now, you probably noticed we don't have any conditioner here. We don't want to use any conditioner because two reasons. One, it will take the cat a long time to dry. Second, conditioner is made to kind of put oil, kind of put a little bit more lust in the hair. Cats' skin naturally already produce the minerals in their skin, the oily skin. So we don't want to do that. So we're going to start the bath now. What we do, when you turn the water on, you turn it on very gradually, very slow, so that doesn't scare the cat. You always start a little, I put my finger on it just to kind of cut down on the sound. Always watch the cat to see how she reacts to the water. She's kind of watching it right now. You kind of want it lukewarm for the cat. You don't want it cold. You don't want it hot. So you kind of have it slow. Now if you do have a bad cat, you can just apply the shampoo directly onto the coat right now. But Grace is a very, very good girl, so she's actually going to allow us to apply the water to her. When you apply the water, make sure to apply it in a petting motion. Now they like this because it reminds them of their mother as when they're kittens, licking them. You don't want to scruff, you always want to keep it nice and calm and very slow, very soothing. You do not need to do any anal glands on the cat. You will notice sometimes a cat will go pee in here. That's very good. It's better in here than in the dryer. Let's push her back a little bit so we can get her head. She's loving Joanna right now. Fold the ears down because cotton has a hard time staying in the cat's ears. Make sure to fold them down and hold the nose down so water does not go into the lungs.
Can you show us how to hold the ears down just one time?
So you have the ear here. Take your thumb, push it down, and I would hold it like that, and have the water.
Okay, good enough.
There you go. So I kind of keep the water running away from the cat because you don't want to be fiddling with it. And I'm going to be applying the shampoo, same motion, petting motion.
Well, she's a good kitty cat.
She's a very good. She's even ready to cuddle, it looks like. And she just went little pee on us, so that's good. I can smell it. You'll notice that the cat went to the bathroom because it's very, very strong. I'm going to get the puppy shampoo here. It's just puppy shampoo. It's diluted a little bit. Fold the ears down and apply it to the face. So right now my fingers are holding the ears down. Kind of go around the face. Oh, she doesn't like that too much. There you go. There you go. So now she's starting to get a little bit vocal. So we're gonna rinse the cat. Yeah, I know. Ooh. I'm gonna rinse her off. Now, if she's been doing good, you can actually turn it up a little bit, just kind of speed up the process a little bit more. Good girl, Gracie. Good. I know. It's okay to talk to the cat. They like it. I know. I know. It's okay, Gracie. It's okay, Mama. I know. Make sure all the shampoo's off. You don't get some dry skin or itchy. Fold. So I'm going to go quick in the face, fold the ears down. She doesn't like it too much. Just this down.
Here goes for the little peaceful cat, huh?
Yeah. There we go. So what we're going to do now is going to grab the towel. Wrap her up like a little burrito. I know, Gracie. I'm going to wrap her like a little burrito. Hold it right there. Now she's done. So we didn't apply any conditioner to her at all. There we go. Give her. She's a lot more calmer now. You can see. She wants to relax a little bit right here. So if you want to take a few minutes after she's done, just to kind of let her calm down in the bathtub, that's recommended. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to actually take her down to the drying room. We're going to show you how to dry. So come on and follow us. We have Gracie. You notice she is in a cage. Now we put them in a cage just because for cats, sometimes safer for them, sometimes safer for us. We put them in a cage because sometimes the dryer will scare the cat. Now you notice Gracie is licking herself right now. That is natural. That is their instinct to do. They are naturally cleaning themselves. That's why earlier we found a mat on her back spine, because they will clean themselves to clean them and also to get your scent and the shampoo scent off of them. So now here on the drying process, you will see next to the cage, we do have a low speed It's 2 speeds, but it's lower than a normal hand dryer. A little bit calmer, a little bit quieter. We do have a low and we do have a high here. So what we're doing now, we're going to be hand drying Gracie. And we're going to dry, and it will get loud in here, so bear with us, and we will dry Gracie here. Let's do it. Start off low. Keep it away from the cat, see how she reacts. Slowly introduce the dryer to it. Okay, the good thing we have Gracie in a cage. She's kind of a little scared of the dryer. And what we have right now is it on low. We're just trying to get her comfortable with it to see if we can stick her hand in the cage. I know, Gracie. And once she calms down a little bit, we can get a cage that has an entry on top here, just like this. You can open it and stick the dryer in. Only do this if you feel safe. I will hold the top down in case she will push this part up. It's okay if they talk to you. It's their way to say that they're unhappy with you. I know. So you're sitting comfy. You can go there. If you have an entry on the side compartment on here, you can open it up. Be careful because she might try to come out to you. So always hold pressure on the door. Now we try to get the paws as much as possible, but cats will lay on their legs and on their paws. It's okay for them to leave the shop with damp paws. Work with her. Going to be drying our cat here. Now, if you don't get the paws, like I said, if you don't get the paws 100% dry, that is okay. You can go home with wet paws. Just inform the customer, you know, your cat's paws are damp just from her laying on them while drying. Now we're going to proceed finishing this cat with our hand dryer, and we'll let you tune in at the end of it. Her we have Gracie all dry. There we go.
Okay.
So now we are going to take Gracie out of the cage. Now always be cautious, you know. She could be cranky from the dryer and the bathing. So we just give her a little bit of love. Hi, Gracie. You gonna be happy? Yeah. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take her on out. Come on, Gracie. Come on. Come on.
Hey, she's too comfortable now.
She's like, nope, nope. She's like, you got a latte for me waiting? Come on.
Lion.
And we have a lion. So what we have around her neck is a noose. So just because we don't know how she's going to be after the bath, so put a noose around her neck. Just, you know, keep her stationary. You see a lot of hair coming off right now. So technically now, let's say you had this cat.
Ooh. She looks like a lion now.
She looks like a lion. She has a nice little lion tail. Slicker brush, please. And yeah, thank you very much. And scissors. So now what we're going to do is you're going to brush out the hair that's there with your slicker brush, which is right here. Be careful on the hair that you have shaved because, you know, it's not so much hair there anymore, so it's going to be sensitive. So now what we're going to do is if there's any places you need to touch up with the 10, fine. But it actually looks pretty good. What we're going to do now, so let's say the owner has asked for this lion cut on the cat. So right now we're pretty much done. What you would do is go back here. You would take your curved scissors and clean up the puffiness back here on the back legs up by the knee. Just to kind of take it down a little bit. Now be careful not to touch any. She wants to lay down for us today. The paws are still a little damp from her laying on them. Like I mentioned earlier, that is fine. Just kind of thin them out. This has been an extraordinary good cat we've had today. So there you go. Now you don't want to get into this part of the leg, 'cause these are where the whiskers are at, on their sensitive area. So you don't touch that, so you just thin out the top of their leg above the kneecap, which is right here. So there you go. So you lift her up. She's kind of lazy today. So you have the line cut here. Brush her out, make her look all nice. Now you can apply some foo-foo spray on her to make her smell pretty. She's like, hey, what is that? And just overall check out the cut here. So we're just going to brush this back again. You see the line right here. And we're just going to...
So just evening everything out.
Exactly. So everything looks nice for the owner. So let's say the owner wants the line cut. That's what the cat would look like.
Let's take
with
a
the
nice
line
shot
cut.
of this one.
Try it that way.
If you can hold her.
Meow.
Beautiful.
That's what she look like. So this owner particularly wants the mounted line. So now we're going to show you the mounted line cut.
Okay.
There we go. So what we're going to do now is you can take that off if you like. Joanna is going to hold her down so we don't need the noose anymore. We're actually going to do the mounted lion head, which is up behind the head. So if you feel the ears right here, there's an ear canal right here, you kind of go right behind it at the base of their skull.
The base of the skull?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a 10 blade just like we used on the rest of the body. And you always go with the grain. She wants to turn for us, that's great. Such a good cat. So normally, because she's had a bath, a lot of cats do get cranky after the bath, but she's being very good, so we have no problem shaving her after the bath and drying process. Open the chest. Now there are muzzles that are available, so if you do have a cat, there are muzzles that are available. They're almost like mesh. It kind of covers over their eyes because cats are better when the eyes are hidden and they can't see. They're kind of to your mercy.
The other video we did use a muzzle, by the way.
The muzzle?
So watch this if anybody's watching this clip.
Okay, so you have another filming of another cat that's wearing a muzzle. It probably shows you how to properly put a muzzle on. So she kind of flips around for us, so very good. So there's the elbow right here. So you don't go past this part right here. You got the paw, you got the wrist, you got the elbow right back here.
So then right up the elbow, and then we're shaving.
You stop right there. You do not come. You can see the whiskers actually on the cat right there.
Let's see. Those are the whiskers.
These right here.
Those are the whiskers.
Yes, they are.
Okay, and we're coming straight up.
Yeah, I'm going to stop right here.
Okay.
Come out, you kind of blend it by flicking it out over the shoulder, over the elbow. Wash the whiskers on the face. Even though she's very comfy, make sure to always know where the face whiskers are. You don't want to accidentally go, oops, and they're gone. That one open? Open this side. There we go. Inside the armpit very lightly. Make sure to check your blade. We're good.
So everything comes off of the body,
Yes.
except for the legs.
And just leave a big fluffy head on
A
it.
big fluffy head.
And that's up to every person how much they want to leave, how fluffy. You can actually take them down a little bit in the back. I technically like to leave the head a little bit fuller because it gives a little bit of character to the cat. It doesn't look like you just left a head left. Hi, Gracie, you good girl. Yes. Let's flip on the other side. Is she ready? So you can see the other side of her. You can see where we're stopping right there. Now I want to go to the other side. There we go. Now, if you ever did get a bad cat that's not like Gracie, that is kind of crazy, there are some cats out there, and there's a lot of owners that do just know that. They just want you to bathe their cat. That's fine. You can take them in, clip their nails, give them a bath like we did in the process in the cage. And a lot of owners are happy with that. They're happy with just getting a cat washed.
And no conditioner.
And no conditioner, no. Now, if you do get a cat that is, a nightmare, what you can do is say, you know what, I recommend your cat to get sedation. You do not, as groomers, do not give your cat sedation ever. You always have to go to the vet. The vet has to prescribe it to the owner. I'll look here, get underneath her. Let's flip her open and see her bottom of her chin here.
Right under the neck.
Right under the neck, yeah.
Just to the
Right to the base of where the skull
Right to
will
the
be.
base
Yep.
where the skull is. Or the base of her neck starting.
Exactly. You just kind of feel it and just kind of go all the way. Make sure it's even all the way around. And as you're, your assistant, they can kind of see stuff that you don't. So, get your assistant to watch out for stuff that you might not be able to see. So that's what they're there for. They're there for your extra set of eyes. Along with the extra set of hands.
And that's called a mounted.
That's the mounted line cut.
Mounted
So get her stand
lion.
up. You can see it's a little bit longer on this side, so I'm just going to go back and even it out. Make sure the head's all even. You don't want them going home lopsided. So now what we're going to do, they can go home with a full head like that. It looks nice. And what you can do is we'll use the scissors and blend the back of it like we did on the rest of the body. Have a slicker brush, please. Thank you. So make sure to brush it all back. And just like we did on the line cut, you turn your scissors, the arch going in, and going around and blending the head. What will happen, we'll show you, is when the hair falls back, it looks a lot cleaner when it falls back. Grab her head up and you turn her around. Watch out for the whiskers when you're down here. Now some people like this in a V. What you would do is just come down and go in a V. These owners like it in a round circle. You could do a V for a male cat. That's a little more masculine. But she's a female, so we'll do a nice little round one for her. There we go. And what you could do, if you flip her over, you can also check out her legs and make sure that they look good up here. See, technically I will not go in. What you could do, you could use some scissors and blend up here. But her hair is so even, they blend naturally already. But if they didn't, you just go up here and kind of lightly go around and blend the top.
Just the top.
Just the top, because remember, you're going into the whiskers. You don't want to go into the whiskers. Let's flip her this way so the cameraman can see. There we go. Touch the little spot right here and we're good to go. And that is how you do a mounted lion head.
Let me have a side shot of her.
One hold her head, and then hold her back end.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Okay.
So now that Grace is a little star, and she looks beautiful, she's ready to go out and show her mom how beautiful she is now. So thank you for watching. Now I recommend watching this video 3 times just so that you get the handle the cat a lot better, and to keep practicing because practice makes perfect. So thank you for watching and keep tuning in for more videos.
Well, Brianne, thank you so much. Joanna, thank you for assisting Brianne, and folks out there, make sure to watch the rest